Good evening, good evening, everyone, and welcome to another Zelda 1 Randomizer Hyrule Bracket Race, Game 2 of TruantGamer versus chessjerk. We had quite the interesting race yesterday. Both runners really hoping they get some keys today, as that was quite the problem yesterday. My name is Tracy, and with me today is Nochi Bato. How are you doing, Nochi?
I am good. Happy to be here helping out on a race between two runners who are very good at this game.
Yeah, and they showed it yesterday, but keys were a problem. So I'm gonna right now. I'm gonna wish them any key on the Armos, and something else will happen because something else always does.
That's no fun.
I mean, there'll be something fun. This will be something else fun. But yeah, these are our longtime players in the community. Both have done really well, and neither one has ever won a tournament. chessjerk has come close couple few times. But yeah, this will, yeah. And yeah, we have some dumb guy on the tracking, so huge shout outs to him because Tracker's the MVPs. And look, there goes the timer. We're about to start.
They're going to be synced up right off the start, so this is going to work out well.
Yeah. And Recorder Lake is our start spot.
Never feels fantastic to start in the Deadwoods, but there's worse spots, like maybe 3 of them.
Yeah, we already get some route
SpeedGaming.
divergence. Yeah, already getting some route divergence. CJ looks like he's going to wrap over to the grave area and probably work his way back over to the Death Armos. Truant's just going to go straight to the Death Armos. Hope one of these locations has our Armos item. It's not a Death Armos. That's probably a door repair. Also, a very short message, which means we're not going to be getting out of very many door repairs. At least not very easily, at least until we get a book.
This is one of the times when the book is helpful for other reasons than
Yeah.
the hints. Oh, and we find level 1 on Truant's side. I think that was under the arm in the graves. Did you go up the grave?
I think this is at the potion shop and near the Deadwoods. We'll see when he gets out. I'm not 100% sure about that. Ooh, Wizrobes in 1. Oh boy.
Start him off nice and easy.
And that room could be an item room, and we're just gonna walk by the Wizrobes for now.
Without a way to fight him, I don't blame him. Oh, and a pack for 2. This is gonna be fun. Oh, and chessjerk finds level 4. And you were exactly right with level 1's location.
Yeah, CJ's the one that went up towards the grave area, so he's gonna hit the grave Armos. At this point, it may very... Oh, more Wizrobes. But yeah, may very well be that we need to go... Oh, we'll get a free Triforce. Maybe we may need the East Armos for that item.
Truant finds a sword, but he needs at least 7 more hearts to pick it up.
Yeah, we're not getting that magic sword anytime soon. It is close enough to start that it's a little more likely that we'll see the runners go ahead and check that. And it was, that level 4 was actually at the Grave Armos. Oh, and a sword. Right next door, and Truant finds level 3. I'm gonna peek there.
Down in the southwest corner. Not a place you want to really get to without bombs, so I can see CJ putting that off for a while.
Yeah, he might not put it off that much longer just because he's gonna get some bombs. He might also, he's likely to be able to get bombs. Doesn't get on the first kill though, which is annoying. So yeah, just a heart there for Truant. CJ's gonna find out the Death Armos is not the answer for the Armos item either.
But it will get him in the location of his sword, so there won't be a huge combat advantage for a long period of time.
And no bombs on there either.
That was not a door repair. That is one of our...
That's one of our sword. It's either hint tell us where the magic sword is, or hint tell us what the white sword item and where it is. CJ gambling gets 10 rupees.
CJ finding level 1 and is about to get the bad news about the Wizrobes. But he's got a way to fight them if he so desires.
Yeah, it's mostly reds, so he can do most of the rooms. The 2 rooms that have the potential push blocks, unfortunately, one is a set of blue Wizrobes, and the other one is Patra, so maybe isn't going to get the stair item. And there's a book on the floor that we might be able to work around.
If he pirouettes the door, he can get that book for relatively free. He's just going to have to kill the Wizrobes again.
Yeah, and since they're red, it's not so bad. And it is good that Truant's heading over to the grave instead of going straight for the East Armos, because that way he will get his sword.
There is a bow.
Oh, nice. That's a good early find for CJ. I don't think Truant's going to be too far behind on that, since he is going to, he knows where this level 1 is already. chessjerk's going to take his chances with this Patra. This can only be... Oh my god, it's it's stuck in Expando. The only thing it could be is a heart, because this room won't drop. Looks like the Patrites have rolled down a bit, so he may be able to finish this off. Alright, he's going to finish this off. If this is a push block, it's going to be a heart container. Which he should know, but, you know, it is CJ, so he likes his hearts. And, you know, white sword item could be an important thing at this point. Truant gets his try out of 4.
And we have a segmented level 1.
Segment, never mind. Never mind, it's not going to be the heart container. It's going to be the segment. Oh, and we have Lionels in here, too. Ooh.
So, just a shooting gallery of enemies. Cool.
Yeah. I mean, it does mean that our other dungeons are probably going to be relatively easy, and then, you know, which of course means there'll be like 5 of this set. We're going to go for the Kananaki, which, you know, and we got a map there too, so that's going to help.
Oh.
All segmented. That's just gross. Alright, looks like the reds have not, at least not rolled up. Here's the compass. Was that Wizard room at the beginning?
Don't think that room.
I don't know.
Into that room?
Yeah,
no,
I don't
didn't.
know. Yeah, yeah. Let's see what he does. I imagine pirouette the key door. Truant's gonna joining in this level 1. He's gonna get the book right away. I don't know if we even saw... We might not have actually seen this room. Yeah, this is not the room we were seeing before. It's just free on the floor. Imagine CJ will
get past one key door.
Yeah, I imagine chessjerk is gonna go ahead and clear this room again to get the book.
Oh, definitely.
I assume he got it, because I thought the ropes were gone. I guess we'll know as soon as he walks into a cave and see what the old men say to him.
CJ's too fast. Maybe he didn't pick it up, because I don't think he'd come back just for the heart. But he saw the book.
He saw the book.
What?
CJ, you saw the book. Oh, he lost his hint, maybe?
Leok returns with the raft. The raft isn't
That's good knowledge. It means he has the book. I don't know what you're... Oh, there's still the heart, which is probably here. Which...
It is close to the start.
Yeah, I don't know. Even, I'm surprised he's doing this. Like, it is CJ, he does pick up lots of hearts, but he should know that this is going to be a heart. And it is. We see it on Truant's side. Yeah, and, I mean, it could have been the second transport, but Truant cleared the room first, so... Truant was looking for the second item.
You'll be happy when you find it. I think it's in this room.
Yeah, I think it's this room. So in the end, I think Truant had a slightly faster level 1. And got, even including getting the heart. Now imagine CJ might go down to this bottom left corner. He has the bombs to get the bomb spot, and then he could go and get he'll find his level 3.
We have both runners with the same 2 Triforces.
Yep.
Basically the same amount of knowledge, same combat. CJ's leading in health, and that's about it. Sorry, money.
And Truant went back for that hint. That tells us that the white sword item is a magic boomerang, and it's somewhere in the Deadwoods. So that's good knowledge.
Is it? We don't have to search for it.
We don't have to search for it. And there is the one recorder spot that's on the screen that Truant's on right now. That we now don't have to care about. If we don't find, that's not true. If we don't find it in the burn bushes, we can then safely say it's in the recorder spot and just ignore that spot. Oh, nice white sword in level 3. And we can Canana key this. We should Canana key both of these rooms. Of course, or we can just pick up a key. That works too.
The runners asked for keys, and the seed's not providing so far, and I'm kind of here for it.
Not so far. We haven't found too many locked doors, though, yet. There's the Triforce. Sure, it's gonna find the Triforce in like a matter of seconds. So literally, the only difference between our runners is Truant knows that what the white sword item is. And that's only going to be significant if the candle is really late or if it's in exactly the screen that chessjerk's on right now.
They haven't actually done 4 yet because they couldn't. So, do you go up to Death Mountain and find the dungeon you know, or do you keep searching? I say you keep searching because you still need to find level 9 at the very least.
You haven't even gotten your Armos item. That's where I'd be heading. I mean, yeah, you don't have a candle yet.
Of the world.
Yeah, it kind of sucks that you don't have your candle yet, so you're not going to be able to do a bunch of things on the way, but... or, you go into level 7, that's a thing, too. Both runners entering level 7. chessjerk with a little more money, but not enough to get this bomb upgrade.
I can very much refuse your offer, old man, because I'm broke.
I mean, you could make it cheaper, old man, and then we won't refuse your offer.
Would be nice. Got a shutter room blocking.
That's a map.
The opening of 7, and that's...
So you see that T in the middle? What do you want to bet that there's a segmented T in level 8?
I'm not betting against you.
We'll have to wait and see. We might, I mean, depending on the number of Triforces we need, we might never ever see level 8, let alone get a map for it, so who knows?
Even if we get there, level 8 tends to be a little bit stingy.
Oh, that's a hard bait block for those 3 rooms above, unless there's a transport. So that's interesting. And we see a Dig Dogger. Yeah, this sink is pretty amazing. And a ladder block. Okay, I think we might be done in level 7. Might be able to do some stuff on the bottom here.
Nobody tried to bomb out of this room, so there's still a chance to get around the ladder.
Yeah, we might be able to get around the ladder block. We won't be able to get around that bait block unless there's a transport. Now, there could be 3 rooms of absolute nothing in that area, so no guarantee that it's required. But it is definitely required for those 3 rooms to access them directly.
Huh?
Staircase. Transport? Or...
old man?
Yeah. Big Dogger just needs to get out of our way.
Aren't the men supposed to be helpful? Yep.
I mean, they're truthful. And it's the heart...
He said, I appreciate you.
I didn't even notice that. We'll see it on CJ's side, I guess. Well, there's the Triforce for CJ. So bait's not blocking the Triforce.
Oh, here's a staircase.
Yeah, this is a different stair than what Truant just got, because that was the heart. So CJ's gonna spend a little more time in this level 7. That could pay off if the floor item is something we need. And takes him way to the other side of the dungeon.
But not behind the bait block.
No, so that bait block is now only possibly guarding an item. And it would be a floor item. Yeah, that's definitely not going to push, but CJ doesn't know that. And also he's got 5 keys all of a sudden, so he's going to be able to do whatever he needs to do in here, most likely. This room won't drop, of course, unless you're in level 1, so we're only clearing it because of the possible push block, which we know won't be a thing. Now, Truant finds level 2.
Even if Truant doesn't come back to get all these keys out of level 7, with a 139 rupee large secret, he can buy a few keys if he needs to.
Yeah.
Assuming we can find the shop. I don't think we've seen a shop yet.
Not a lot. Not really. Okay, that's interesting too.
Oh, then it's linear, so it tends to be very key hungry.
Yeah, linear. I mean, it means level 2. Level 2 is a little less key hungry in general, and there's a ladder block for chessjerk.
Compass. Don't have to go too far for that in level 2, but the item is on the ground somewhere, so we might need to. And the mugger.
Oh, he's paying it with the bombs. That is interesting. We haven't seen the white sword item, so that might be the reason for paying the bombs at the heart. chessjerk picks up the heart.
Isn't Truant the one who saw the hint about the magical boomerang?
You're right, he is.
But
yeah,
he did see the bomb upgrade for 99 in level 7 near the front.
Man, he's got 213 rupees. Oh, there's a recorder. Alright, chessjerk is going to give up on this level 7. Probably the item is either ladder blocked or bait blocked. It is on the floor. It is definitely on the floor. Both runners at least have that information. Here's a Triforce for Truant out of level 2.
Tying up the Triforce count at 4 apiece already. We're 16 minutes in. You can slow down a little.
I mean, we've got 8 Triforces between our 2 runners, and we haven't even seen the Armos item. Just saying. We haven't seen a candle shop or gotten a candle. We haven't seen the Armos item. Our overworld exploration is pretty limited
Minimal.
so far.
Yeah.
And I imagine when chessjerk finds this level 2, he's also going to dig it. Especially it being level 2.
I would be shocked if he didn't.
Yeah. Like, I could see if it was, the fact that they both went to 7 when they did. Maybe a little surprising. I don't know that I would have gone into 7, but level 2, yeah.
Level 7 is a big mystery in size, so I can understand going in, because it might just be one of those smaller ones you just have a big 8 and 9.
Yeah. Hey,
so
we
I don't
found
have
a candle shop.
So I like digging 7 early myself, typically, just because I know my opponent probably won't.
Mm-hmm. Alright, CJ gets his map at level 2, and Truant's gonna start burning down the forest.
Burning down a bush for 32 rupees. Not a bad result from your deforestation.
Compass for chessjerk. We'll see if he pays the bomb. And chessjerk, I would expect to pay the bombs.
chessjerk has even more money than Truant did.
He's up to 255. I might go get that bomb upgrade now if I were him.
Truant buying wooden arrows, so that usually means that the next thing he's going to find is silvers, just colloquially. Need to figure out where they are. Oh, they're probably just going to be under the Armos.
Alright, so CJ's gonna spend a little extra time in this level 2. He's gonna get a heart container out of it.
DJ sniffed out the heart? No.
I know, right? The main thing being that when Truant was in here, he had so few keys, he didn't open this key door. Truant finds level 5. Immediately greeted by a room that could have a stair.
But if it does have a stair, it's not going to have our item. It's 5.
I know, right?
Doe's not exactly playing nice with Truant over here, but he gets past him, gets the key.
Okay, CJ's gonna find this recorder in the next room, I think it is. He'll
That
come back
sounds
and
right.
kill the red Lionels. And the Zulls go down to a white sword, so that's good. Rolled up Zulls are one of the worst enemies. Yeah, chat mentioning that 6 unblocked dungeons so far. Which, when you think about it, in game 1, if for any of you that missed it, there were 6 blocked dungeons. Was it 5? There were 2 blocked dungeons two under the recorder, 1 under the power bracelet, 1 under behind the raft, and 1 behind the ladder. So there were 5 blocked dungeons yesterday. So not having that issue today. Is CJ gonna go back and buy that bomb upgrade? I totally would, especially having just given up one. It's right at the start of level 7. He could have recorded there, in fact, because he just got the recorder.
You never remember you have an item when you immediately pick it up.
I know, right? That's so true. That's a +5. That's really good.
I'll gladly pay 9 for a +5.
Oh yeah, heck yeah. And a
As
heart.
much question
That's
as
our
Matt.
first take any. Is that our first take any? I think it is. Our first take any right on the start screen.
I was going to question your math skills for a second, then I remembered we paid a mugger.
Yep. All right, we're gonna get some real route divergence here. Chessjerk looks like he might be heading over towards Death Mountain. Oh, he's gonna do these recorder spots.
Speaking of bomb upgrades, Truant finds the one in level 5. And
So
pacing
we're
goes
even
down
up
to
on
9
bombs.
rupees. And
Wand.
finds the wand on the floor.
Love a wand. So all the offense you could possibly want this early, except maybe the bow. There's a key in that like too. So
We have the
sure,
bow.
Oh, we do have the bow, except maybe the silvers.
I think CJ's going back to level 4. Makes sense.
Yeah, that
you
makes
know where
sense.
it is.
And he gets a candle, so that's good too. Yeah, this could be depending on where level 9 is and how many Triforces we need. Like, Chester could go into 9 right now. And Truant, once he gets his Triforce out of 5, assuming he can't... Oh, looks like he's blocked by something. If he could have gotten that Triforce out of 5, he'd also be able to go right into 9 and a 5 Triforce seed.
Assuming,
that wand definitely
we
gives
ever
him a
find
nice...
it.
Yeah, definitely a nice combat advantage there. Chessjerk wants this item out of 4.
Truant just skipped the flute spots in the desert?
I guess? Seems a little weird. We're trying to find the Armos item. Imagine, trying to find the Armos item. Oh, that's just a key. I thought there was something interesting on the floor there, which, a key is, considering our key issues yesterday. Don't need a compass for a Triforce we've already gotten.
Doesn't hurt, just in the case, like, did I get this one? Dot's not blinking. Okay, thank goodness. Oh, we can definitely saves come out of some of these door repairs with a message that long.
Yep.
Just being on the other side of the world, it's not exactly... Oh, speaking of key issues, none.
There's our map out of 4. That has to bomb up. Looks like Chessjerk wants to do this little arm on the left side first.
Truant found the Armos item in the forest, and it's the any key. So key issues are not a problem.
Did I not wish them in any key?
You did. I just think you. I just think you wish it on them before 24 minutes under the Armos.
I'm definitely gonna have to give them a little bit of a hard time. I totally wish them in any key, and they didn't pick it up. Like Truant at 23 minutes, chessjerk at 23 minutes is nowhere near it. Here's a recorder check for Truant. Yeah, CJ got a hint that Dig Dog right here, Dig Dog is near the desert, so he knows that level 5 is probably going to be accessible, possibly with the recorder. We know it's just in the open cave. I'm gonna get some any roads. I missed.
Any roads are not fantastic.
No, they really aren't.
1Q2, 1Q5, the waterfall, and one southeast of 1Q4.
Yeah, not great. Yeah, this could be our item here, or our stair anyway.
Level 4 so can also be the drop room.
Yeah, that's right. And it was! We now know it is a stair item we're looking for.
Post to find the post heart, so there's not going to be a double heart in any of these dungeons, which is a nice thing to have off,
nice to know that ahead of time.
Shoulders.
Chester's trying to clear this room, which could drop or push. Is it going to push? It does. What do we got in level 4?
Hopefully something good.
The ladder.
It is. Good.
That is something good. That definitely qualifies something good. Now maybe that'll send chessjerk over to the eastern part of Hyrule. Actually, you know what he probably does. No, you don't want to retry. I would save and just immediately do the world wrap over to the coast item.
Here's level 8 on Truant's side at the letter cave. So we're only missing levels 6 and 9.
Yep, 9, the one we really want to see. That is... that's 7 unblocked dungeons today. Oh, hints! We're just gonna buy them. Goma creeps with the boomerang, so we don't care about 6. We don't care about the power bracelet. No feat of strength. And the red candle in level 8. So that is the... I hate getting a level 8 hint. Absolutely hate it. Because
that's really good, actually.
No, it's horrible, because then there's another item in there, and every time I get a level 8 hint, the game ends up putting my silver arrows as the other item, and I don't go there because I got a hint that a boomerang was in there that I don't need.
We have all of our item information.
Do we?
Because we know a raft. We know the raft is innate from a hint.
Oh, we did get the raft hint.
The magical boomerang is the white sword item.
Yes, we know that.
And that puts the power bracelet outside of 9, so it has to be in 7.
Dang.
So silvers and red ring in 9.
Okay. Neither runner knows that yet.
No, this is just an us thing, but
this is an us thing. Well, because Truant has the wand out of 5, but doesn't have the hints, and CJ doesn't have the wand out of 5, but does have the hints. And I don't know if he saw that. No, he was the one that went back inside to get that raft hint, didn't he?
I think so.
Yeah, because remember we weren't sure. Well, we thought he was going back in just for that, and then it turned out he was going back looking for the heart. But he doesn't know about the. He doesn't know about the magic boomerang.
To be fair, I wouldn't know about the magic boomerang either, because I would have written off that hit cave as a door repair until I found too many door repairs.
Well, I don't count my door repairs, so usually what'll happen if I see one of those, sometimes I'll be like, oh hey, I'll mark this and maybe come back when I don't know where the white sword item is, and sometimes I don't.
That's one of my favorite features on Z Tracker is the spot summary, because I can like see what are the chances I'm about to get my money stolen. Do I really want to risk it?
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's I just can't be bothered. It takes too much time to do those extra markings, but it does let you do that, which is kind of neat. All right, so you're just gonna get that any key really soon. There's a letter for a potion. Love it. Love the letter pickup. Where are you go? Where is Truant going? Back to level 2, so probably gonna burn down the forest here. We still don't know where level 9 is. There's the any key for CJ.
I hadn't noticed, but CJ's already up to 11 hearts.
I know, right? He's gonna be up to 12 because he's gonna pick up that coast art.
That'll give him a 60% chance at mags, which is 5 screens from start.
Yeah,
if he ever has to up an eye.
Yeah, vanilla level 3, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'd check that. Yeah, he's lucky. He had a few iframes made that whirlwind go right by you, which normally is not what you want. Still no sign of level 9.
Oh, that's a quick recap. Chessjerk has 5 Triforces, Truant has 4, but we don't know where 9 is, so it's still completely up in the air. And Chessjerk finds level 3.
Yeah, no, he's not touching level 6 unless it's an HRIC. He knows that he doesn't need the item out of there. Now he probably will head over towards the desert and find level 5. There's a heart for Truant, who may or may not need to go back to level 4 to get that ladder, because, I mean, it is entirely possible the ladder is not required. We don't know. Yeah, and you're right. He did skip those desert spots earlier, but is cleaning them up now.
It's always fun when a seed is ladderless until Zelda.
I mean, I've played those seeds. Those are not fun as a player. There's a little bit of please don't. You kill Ganon, and sometimes you even kill him in a room that you technically need a ladder for, but you just do it anyway, and you pick up the Triforce. And just come on, game. Don't be ladder block Zelda, and then the Chevy shows up, and you're very sad. Truant routing his way over towards Death Mountain is going to see these hints. We'll see if he buys them right away. Saves comes in money. He has less money than chessjerk had, so I don't know if he's going to be able to afford them all. They are relatively cheap. Not the cheapest you could possibly find.
He'll have just enough. Yeah, he'll have just enough. You should have 1 rupee remaining.
Nice. He also now knows that the power bracelet is useless.
I think Truant saw the hint about the raft, so he should have knowledge of 6 and 8.
Yeah, we can go ahead and mark that raft in level 8. Which means we can mark the power bracelet in level 7. And, yeah, get those 9, yeah. So CJ, the only thing left for CJ to know is he doesn't know that white sword item, and it would not surprise me if he next time he up A's, he does the rest, just clears out the deadwoods looking for things.
Yeah, there's nothing stopping him from opening up anything in the deadwoods, anyways.
Yep.
The only thing we don't have as far as overworld exploration is the power bracelet, and I don't think we're going back to that anytime soon.
No, nope. That power bracelet is Yeah, the only thing is just that Truant. And no, you're right. I think because CJ went back in with the book, and Truant went back in because he got the Triforce earlier. I think that's how it worked out.
Actually, level 9's not going to be under a power bracelet spot, will it?
Nope. It will not. It could be up here in Death Mountain. Could be under the raft, which would be really interesting.
That is true. That's probably the one thing that can... Oh, here's level 9.
There it is. How many Triforces? Oh, it's the whole 8! Oh, what a jetty seed this could have been. But now we gotta go get the Triad of 6. We gotta go get the Triad of 8. Truant's gotta go back for the Tri in level 7. And level 5. CJ's gonna get the Triforce out of here. He doesn't have all the pieces of information because he hasn't gotten that wand yet, so he does want to get the item.
Oh, that does explain why Truant left without the Triforce in 5, though.
It's ladder blocked.
So Truant's going to have to dig out 4 a little bit.
He has to go to 4. There's the wand for CJ. He's going to go back and get the Triforce and be out.
Truant up in Asen's heading east. Heading to... Oh, he's up in A. Oh, probably going to go to 4 then. Since he needs...
Yeah.
Probably... Oh, no,
well,
wait.
See, here's the problem for Truant. Level 4, he's got the Triforce out of already. Now, the good news is he can just record her back to it anytime he wants. Bad news is he has to decide to do that. Rather than digging these other dungeons and hoping to find the ladder in one of those locations. And in fact, it looks like he's going to go head back to level 7. Now, he does need the Triforce out of here. What we think is the power bracelet in here is going to be ladder blocked. So he should get kicked out of here. And CJ's going to find level 8 now. CJ's problem is he doesn't know where level 9 is. And I imagine he's going to prioritize. Now we're going to buy a potion. We're going to buy a potion. 6 for the red is the better deal today.
Even if it does
nobody is... Okay, to answer your question, chat, we are in no mode. Runners aren't in no mode. Runners are either in go mode because they know all the things and what they need to do, or they're not. CJ does not know the white sword item. There's the Triforce of Truant. Let's see if he goes back in.
I think you do in this case because you need the ladder. And you know you need the ladder now.
Yeah. Yeah, now there's... The problem is... I mean, he's going to get ladder blocked out of here. There's not that much that he can do. But yeah, I agree. It makes sense to try and find an item out of here.
Like, if you can bank that... if you can bank on a ladderless seat, I think you skip the item here, but you can't do that here.
Yeah, he already knows. Chat asking why dig 7 before 4, because you're here.
He also...
The dungeon. Yeah, it's the dungeon you're at right now.
You're here, and he already has the Triforce out of 4, so there's little incentive to go back early when you also have to dig 5 and 6.
Yeah, there's no extra incentive. TJ finds level 8, which is important because he is going to need to go there at some point. He's also up to 13 hearts and has an 80% chance to pick up that magic sword if he so chooses. He's probably going to finish clearing whatever route he feels like he needs to do right now, and then at some point we'll up clear out the Deadwoods, find his white sword item. Probably won't pick it up this late, because we know it's the boomerang, which will tell him everything he needs to know. Except that, you need 8 Triforces for level 9. It's a little unfortunate that level 8 is this far out of the way. I think if it was a smaller dungeon, he probably would just do it now. But with it being level 8. And Truant finds the ladder block. I think that's all we can do in here without getting bait. No, okay. Still a couple rooms this way. Maybe no, he can't. This is the bomb upgrade that CJ bought. Truant got one in level 5. Yeah, I agree with Chad. CJ is just right now. CJ is just looking for level 9, hoping he can just enter. Nice bomb force there on the ladder spot.
On CJ side, he's got a 50% chance to be able to. I don't blame him in the slightest.
Oh yeah, no, you absolutely do this. He's gonna. Looks like he's gonna go ahead and do the Deadwoods first, which is fine. That'll get him. That'll give him the information he needs.
I don't know how I feel about doing the Deadwoods first, just because.
I mean, it's ready to start. He could record it to 4, which is what I suspect he'll do. No, this is always going to open when you record it from that. No, it's of course not true, but it feels like it's true. You record that spot from the top, it opens, and if you record it from the spot where you can actually go in, we're gonna try for magic sword. Do we? Oh, it's a 14 heart magic sword. Oh, that's just wrong game.
I should have known since I rolled the seed. my magical swords are always 14 hearts.
All right,
or I just never find them.
Boomerang. He should have full knowledge of every item. He just needs to find level 9.
Oh yes, Wanderer, this is very much my fault. And I don't apologize. I warned them. They said they were okay with it.
I mean, you know what? They got their any key. I gifted them the any key. I said, I'm wishing an any key on these runners. And they got it, so... We also didn't have a single block dungeon in this seed. After we had 5 of them in the last seed. But yeah, both of our runners with an advantage here. CJ's advantage, of course, is having already gotten the try out of 5. And having already... knowing where the ladder was, having picked that up in level 4. Truant's advantage is he knows he has to do all the Triforces. He's gonna find level 6. Looks like he's gonna go for it. He knows this is a boomerang, magic boomerang. He's gonna hope that he can just get the try and get out. I don't think CJ wants to go to 3. I think he wants to go to 4. It's so hard to keep track of your recorder locations in a mixed quest overworld, though. So we're gonna get the Death Mountain clear here. See if he goes east or west first. If he goes west first, he's gonna be very happy that he did, because he'll find out the information he needs. Truant in this level 6, just looking for the Triforce. He knows that the magic boomerang is the item here. And hoping that the Triforce in here is not ladder blocked.
EJ, I think, is 2 screens away if he survives that long.
Yeah. That 1 heart is not great.
And he makes it.
Yeah, he's gonna get the bad news. Gotta go back and clear some big dungeons. Alright, there's the save. We'll see whether he decides to go 6 or 8 first. It really doesn't matter. Recorder doesn't really get him particular. I guess he'd go to 5. You can record to 5.
Path Truant just took was ladder blocked from where the Triforce closes, so he is going to try and find another way around.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised he's going 6 and not, I mean, with his information, I'm kind of surprised he hasn't figured out that the ladder would be in 4. Let's see, what else? What is he else? He knows the white sword item. He has the hint for the magic boomerang and the raft in 8. He has the items out of 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 5. Yeah, I don't know.
6 is just out of the way. If you don't have to come back, why?
Yeah, and he just, like I said, he just wants to get the Triforce.
I don't understand. Well, maybe he's looking for hearts to try and get back.
Nah, he's not looking for hearts. He thinks he has to go through this shutter door. There's a, I think this was a stair. Yeah, this is a transport. It is. Chessjerk says, no, I'm not going to take that. And CJ's incentivized to get 1 more heart for that magic sword, whereas Truant is not really that close. He's at 9 right now, and, you know, most runners won't, especially with the white sword, aren't going to check at 10.
Don't understand Truant.
Yeah, he should just be going straight up.
Unless he just forgot the hints, which is...
I think this is we haven't seen the map yet. I think this 6 is segmented, because that right side stair that Chessjerk just went in, I don't think that's where Truant came out. When he took the stair. And Chessjerk doesn't know, but if he'd gone straight up, he would be in really good shape to just get this Triforce. They're almost, one more, they're in this, they're going to be in the same room in just a second. Truant knows the Triforce is in the next room, CJ doesn't. There's the map. Yep, it is segmented. CJ without the compass, though, is going to go do a few extra rooms here. Why did CJ not take the compass? I don't think he's seen the compass. Like, you don't skip the compass unless you know. Yeah, there's that boomerang that we knew was here. Oh, there's the compass. Oh, yep, that's just going to turn him around. And that also gets CJ magic sword, because he did find the heart. Yeah, and this will be an easy room for both our runners to pick up that Triforce.
Simultaneous Triforce grabs?
Yeah. Unfortunately, until Truant goes back to 4, this is Chessjerk's game to lose. 9, of course, can do its thing. Let's see if Chessjerk decides to go back and get that magic sword before heading over to level... yeah, because he can just... Yeah, he's just going to go get it. Record her back here, and then he can record her back to 5 and walk his way over. As Chester, everybody knows where all the dungeons are, to answer chat. There's that magic sword for Chessjerk at 14 hearts guaranteed.
Oh, was Truant going to get money for the 8 and for 7? Oh, he could...
Yeah, he doesn't know that. Yeah, to his mind that
he doesn't know that the. He doesn't have the information.
Okay, he's going to 4. It's all good. He's going to 4. But yeah, I mean, maybe he was thinking about buying the bait to go to that spot in level 7, which is the only place where he's not ladder blocked. At least not, as far as we know, not ladder blocked. But yeah, I mean, level 9 is not going to be easy. We have to find the silvers. We have to find, along with Zelda and Ganon, so. CJ's going to get into this level 8. And to answer chat, yes, CJ got the heart on the ladder, on the coast. So yeah, if we could go ahead and mark that. All right, just looking for the Triforce here at a level 8. Truant looking for the item in level 4. I want to. It might have been that room. I'm not sure.
I think you're
There's
right.
the map.
It was up in that top section.
Yeah, for sure. I want to say it was a grid room, and that right there was one that was a grid room. Chad asking, what is CJ missing? He is missing a Triforce at a level 8. And that is, which hearts is he missing? I don't know. Whichever ones he didn't pick up every heart in every dungeon. He's missing the 1 out of 8 for sure. And let me see if I can think about which other one he might be missing.
Did I ever find the one in level 1?
He did. You remember he went back in?
Oh, right, yeah.
I want to say he didn't get the one. I'm not sure, but I think level 5. Now, there's some old news hints for Truant, because he's long ago seen level 5. And chessjerk is where we got hints for the raft. We got a hint for the boomerang sitting here in 6. We got a hint for what was the other item? The red candle in 8. We got hints for all that stuff. And of course, the raft and the power bracelet. So by process of elimination, the power bracelet has to be in 7. Yeah, and we just saw a weird thing in chat asking about it, is if you get hit by a fireball when you stab the Dodongo and the drop happens, you won't get a bomb. It'll change to... I usually see a rupee, but in that case we got a heart. Nice, we could see this map to level 8. Based on the map to level 7, there's actually a reasonable chance it might be segmented. Check this stair, see if it's anything. It is the raft that we knew was here, and we don't care about the raft because it's not blocking anything today.
That would be so happy.
There's the map. Oh, it is segmented, but not in the way I expected.
That's probably the crossbar of that T. And
yeah, probably. It is a very big
It tried to help you out. But...
yeah. We got in this stair, we have the red candle that we also knew was going to be here.
Of course, we find the 2 items in 8 quickly in the staircases when there's 4 staircases and we don't want them.
Yeah, whereas if we need those items, we're going to find... Oh, there's a compass for CJ. And the ladder for Truant, so that's important. 1 room from the Triforce. But yeah, usually it's, if the item in 8 is important, you'll get the Triforce like 1 room in, you'll leave, and then have to come back, very sadly. Here's the Triforce for chessjerk. This was not a quick dig in 8. So that is not great for Truant. He's not going to be... He might be able to, maybe if he takes a different path, he might be able to make up a little bit of time. Hard to say. He is going to have to go back and get the try out of 5, though. He doesn't know where it is, so that won't take very long.
He is on his way to 5 now, and then he'll probably...
Yeah, he'll do 5
and then he'll walk all the way up to 8. There's nothing in the vicinity of 8, unfortunately.
Yeah, he might be able to go... I think what CJ did is he recorded closer to an any road, and then took the any road up to... got him relatively close to 8, but even that wasn't super fast.
CJ is into level 9 at 53 minutes and 15 seconds.
Which, it's an 8-try seed. Pretty darn fast.
Impressively. And the kidnapped awaits already. Northeast.
Okay. That's good to know.
Well, now we know if we see any shutter doors down here, it's not going to be her.
I was hoping maybe the dig dogger was blocking the silvers to actually make one of our items, or make that a useful required item. I mean, it could still be required, because this transport could be required. There won't be here, though. Yep, there's that Triforce out of level 5 for Truant. He needs to make up some time in level 8. Right, and get here into level 9 as quickly as he can.
Everyone's heading towards the northeast, so we might be able to find his path to the girl before Ganon, which is always nice. Always good to have the information.
Yeah. Well, and if you path towards what you know, you might find what you don't know on your way. There's another transport. You also may be doing what a lot of us do, which is we'll take the transport staircases to try and eliminate 2 rooms at the same time.
Oh yeah, when you're still looking for items, definitely. There's 14 staircases in 9 if it's not segmented.
If it's not segmented, yep, 14. 6 pairs, and then the 2 items. And CJ doesn't want to try. Oh, he even sees that room is right next to another room. He doesn't want to use bombs right now when you have open doors in other locations. We're gonna leave that bomb on the floor because we might use it later. There's a compass. Yeah, I think you go get that.
Truant seems to be thoroughly exploring the slower section of 8, which is not helping his hit pause.
Yeah, I mean, it's a big chunky 8, and it's in the northeast. There's a roar. That could be Zelda. It is not. We do find Ganon. We have 1 wall we can try to bomb out of. And we can't. So we're going to have to up A to start. Alright, we need time. Oh, there's the map.
Is a small level 9.
That is a tiny 9. That is, we're missing 2 entire columns.
My math is right. That's 43 rooms.
That is 43 rooms. We're missing 5 holes plus the missing columns. Yeah. Another stair for CJ. There's the silvers. And Yuri knows where Ganon is, so he's going to go right back there. He's going to... Unfortunately, hasn't found the red ring yet, but he's got 2 potions, so he'll be fine. 2 potions plus magic sword, he'll be fine.
I wouldn't be surprised to see him clear rooms along the way, trying to get an extra heart or 2. It's always nice to be able to take a hug, just in case Ganon does weird things.
I mean, I would just pop the potion before I walk in the door if I were him.
That 11 hearts is a lot to fill.
It's okay. I mean, yeah, if you can get a little bit of health on the way, but you're not gonna, like, killing that 1 Tektite, right? And then, killing these guys because you don't want to get hit by them. Plus, you need to, and I'm surprised he didn't pick up that heart with the arrow. Yes, again, not quite. I thought this was the northeast when we were here earlier, but it's a little easier to see with the map. In fact, one column from the eastern part. And there's that potion use. He's got 1 more potion if he needs it.
Unfortunately, loses the 50-50 on the first one, but gets it the second time, and fires an arrow through his head, which somehow didn't connect.
Now we just gotta find Zelda. There's the map for Truant. He's not that far from the Triforce, but unfortunately, his time is running out here.
And he's walking the wrong way from both the compass and the Triforce.
Yeah. Well, when the compass decides, and there's Zelda right there. When the compass decides to be next to the Triforce, it's not nearly as useful. But yeah, get your GGs in chat for chessjerk finishing up with an official race time of 58:56, and Truant throwing in the towel shortly thereafter. Complete opposite seed of what we saw in the last race. And we do have chessjerk joining us now. And Truant looks like he's ready to join us as well. And we welcome both chessjerk and TruantGamer. GG's, guys. chessjerk, you're muted. You're trying to talk.
I knew that. GG, Truant.
Yeah, GG's. Good luck going forward.
So,
Thank you.
It was a fun one.
It was.
If you all watched this back at the very beginning, I wished you all an any key on the Armos, and it took you 25 and like 30 minutes to go get it.
Well, there was a lot of other things to do.
There was.
Like, clear every dungeon in your way very easily because all the Triforces in the beginning were very easy to find.
Yeah, this seed couldn't be more opposite of last night's seed. Nothing blocked. Like, I don't even think you need the recorder for I'm not even sure if you need the recorder for a dig dogger, let alone a dungeon. You need just the ladder for level 5, and that's about it. And I guess Zelda was blocked by a Chevy room. Oh, so you need the ladder, but like that's not unusual. But no block dungeons. The early any key, the potential early any key. But in the end, the big difference in the race, CJ, you went back to 4 to get your ladder a lot earlier than Truant.
I felt like, because I was heading that way anyway, and I figured, okay, I already have the Triforce. Maybe there's an early item, and maybe it's required. And if, and as I got deeper and deeper into 4, I'm like, oh, it's gonna be like a boomerang or something. I know it. And then it was a ladder. Like, okay, good, you made a good decision. That was one of the best items I could have found there. But I was getting concerned because I was getting deeper and deeper into 4, and I found the heart on the floor. Like, oh, all right, fine, give me a staircase, just somewhere. And it was a ladder, so.
Yeah, I mean, in the end, go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I had enough hints that I knew kind of where it was, but I just didn't look at my tracker to see that I didn't get any items out of 4, so that's why it took me forever to get back there. And as soon as I saw it, I'm like, oh, rip that, I'm done.
Yeah,
it was kind of in the middle of nowhere too. It was tough to get to because 4 and 9 and 8, 4 and 9 and 8 are just kind of like off to the sides, and everything else is grouped together at the bottom.
I think I had 4's Triforce in 5 minutes, so I grabbed
it.
Like,
I had it before then.
I was like, oh,
I went straight there. It was sub 5 minutes for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, you both had it super early, and CJ, you did get to it first, but you both had it really, really early. Yeah, I mean, there were a lot. There was a little bit of divergence at the beginning. CJ, you did the grave area first. Truant, you did the area near start and in the dead woods first, and then swapped. And then I think you were both in level 3 at the same time. You were in level 1 at the same time. At one point, you were in level 7 at the same time. CJ went a little bit further, found the Triforce, but we were pretty certain that the power bracelet that's in there is either bait blocked or ladder blocked, but we got a no feat of strength, so we don't care. Truant, you got the 2 a little bit earlier and got that recorder earlier, and you were also in 5 earlier, but then CJ having gone back for the ladder in 4 that you needed for the Triforce in 5. Yeah.
Shout outs to 14 Heart Mags.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep, that too.
I always hate getting recorder early because I don't want to have to check those spots and route them in because when they're useless, they just eat up so much time.
Yeah, they do.
Oh, they do. Yeah. I don't think I literally think I found nothing under recorder spots at all. Nothing of note.
Yeah, and I think you all checked all of them except maybe the East Death Mountain one. I'm not sure, but we saw most of them, and there wasn't a lot there.
Yeah, on my side, that's the only recorder spot I have left. Yes, but the rest of them gave me nothing of note. Nothing for me to note other than an X on my tracker. They're all X's besides that.
Yeah, the only ones I didn't check was that one, the lower grave. Actually, I don't think I checked either grave one, and then the one in the Deadwoods. And I knew from the hint that the Deadwoods one was where Magic Boomerang was, so I didn't even care.
Yeah, I never went back to check that hint for a possible white sword item. I just realized that. Dang.
Yeah, I love that play, Truant. Going and checking to see if that was the white sword hint.
I marked it as a hint too, and I just never went back to it.
Mm-hmm. It could have been the magic sword hint, which wouldn't have told you. Would have told you the same thing.
Yeah,
that was also
next door. The magic sword is close.
I gotta ask you, CJ, were you go fishing for the heart in level 1 when you went back in? Because you got the book, and you got the bow, and you got the Triforce, and you went back in, you got the hint, which was good, because I think that was the Raft and 8 hint, which helped you all out to maybe to solve the seed, know that the silvers were in 9. And then you went and got the heart, and I mean, you're known for your hearts, so...
Are you really that surprised?
No, I didn't say I was surprised. I just gotta get out of here.
Yeah, no, I felt like it was early enough. I knew I had passed by a 3 blue wizard room that was, it was a double single block. I thought, okay, that's probably where the heart is. Although when I saw the map, I was like, that maybe not be the heart. But I figured it was only, I was going in for the hint anyway. It was 1 extra room. I figured if it wasn't there, then I was gonna leave. But it was there. So
yeah, true. And you got the heart.
It got me magical sword in the end. So
yeah,
I think
it did.
Actually worth it in the end.
I mean, in your case, Truant, you just ran into that and just did it first, and then the bow was in the next room. You had a much quicker one because of that, because you got the book, got the Triforce. You didn't even get to see the fact that it was a segmented one. I don't think.
It was triple segmented, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, there was like one little room.
There was another one room segment off to the side. Yeah. Yep. Oh well.
Glad I didn't see that. I saw the Patra and I up 8 out of there, and then after I got the sword, I came back and. I was like, oh, blue wizards, there's 3 of them, let's try bombing them. They were a little squishy, got through them, and then once I found the bow, I thought I was in good shape starting off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then of course, 8 Tri-C didn't help either one of you, so...
Yeah, I felt good about my play, knowing the items in 6 and 8, knowing none were required, and not having found 9 yet. I mean, I guess my biggest fear was that 9 was raft blocked. And now to get the raft out of 8. That was my biggest fear. And I figured, okay, the odds of that are so low, but they're not 0. But I figure the play is find 9 or find the raft block and then go get the raft. So
yep.
Yeah, I had 4 Triforce. I got ladder blocked out of 5, and from that point I was like, let's go find 9. We know we're gonna find, I think I still had 6 and 8 outstanding. I said, let's go find 9, and maybe we'll find the other 2 along the way. And unfortunately, I was in the far other end of the world from where 9 was. It took a while to get back up over there and find out that I needed everything anyways.
Yeah. Yeah, that level 8 being, so far away from everything, and then level 9 being so far away. I mean, I guess you kind of get there quickly with 4 and kind of get there quickly with 5, but not really quickly. I mean,
and the fastest way to 8 is to go to the first quest, or the first quest 2 lake through an any road. Then you know that 8's in a bad spot. That's why I'm looking at my tracker. That's like, that's my fastest way, I think. I mean, we're quartering to 5, maybe even slower than that.
Yeah, unclear. I think True and you walked from 5. I'm not sure which was faster, but they were both slow. And then level 9 being way out in the northwest. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Overall, it took us 45 minutes to get to 4 Tringles in the previous seed, and then they were just all free in the start of this seed. So it was, like you said, it could not be any different than it was last time.
Completely different. Not a single block dungeon in this one.
Well, Truant, you got your wish. We had keys. If nothing else, you asked for keys, we got keys.
Yeah, plenty of keys on the ground too.
Yeah. I had 5 or so. I felt bad wasting 2 searching for nothing in whatever dungeon that was, and then I found the any key. Like, oh, okay, well, I don't worry about that now. It was probably 4, I think. I dug off to the branch off of in 4, and there were 2 key doors. I'm like, oh, don't do this to me now, please. But eventually I got to the ladder, and then I found the any key. It was all good.
But those 2 keys got you a heart, so I'm sure you were happy.
They did. Oh, you're right. You know what? You are absolutely right. I totally forgot about that. How can I? I'm sorry, Heart.
Yeah, chat was asking which hearts you missed. I want to say, obviously 8, because that's when they
6
asked.
And 8. Yeah, 6 and 8.
6. Oh, 6 and 8. Okay, I thought it was 5.
Yeah, 6 had the coast heart. I'm sorry, not the co-star. I'm looking at the
I
co-star.
said the boomerang.
Yeah, I had the boomerang. Yeah, no, it's the floor heart in 6. I mean, I didn't find either item in 6, but I knew the boomerang is there by a hint, so there was a heart there. But yeah, well, no, I got the heart out of 6. Sorry, that's wrong.
No, it's 5 then. It was 5 then. I want to say 5 because the wand was on the floor.
Yes. Okay. 5 and 8. 8, I found both staircase items and not the heart. So it's 5.
And the staircase items that you knew that you didn't need.
Yes, of course. When you're looking for a Triforce, what do you find? Oh, all the items that you don't need.
And if the items are good, you get a Triforce one room in, right? I mean, that's usually how it works.
Of course. I was worried about that too because I kind of took a weird path through 8, and then I saw the compass and the Triforce was deep anyway. Like, okay, good, thank you. But that you worry about the 2-room Triforce just in the direction you didn't go, and you waste 10 minutes just digging the dungeon. I mean, luckily with Magic Sword and not really many beefy enemies, the searching didn't take too long, so it wasn't too bad.
All right. In the meantime, Truant, hell of a tournament for you. This is unfortunately for you the end of it. Anything you want to say as you leave us?
I really like the flags a lot. Unfortunately, it didn't go my way this week, but what can you do? I'll happily take another top 16 finish. And good luck, chessjerk.
Thank you very much. Really appreciate it.
All right, now chessjerk, you're going to be waiting on the winner of Thurwolf and Druis, who are playing a game 3. I don't know if that's been scheduled yet. Looks like it has not. I do not see that on this. Oh, no, never mind. It is on the schedule for tomorrow at 9:30.
Well, there you go. How about that?
So, any thoughts on that one? I assume you're going to be watching that.
Yeah, I will be. Probably from work, oddly enough. But so here's the funny thing, and I joked about this in previously, that Thurwolf and I have probably by this time at least 350 common races, and we have zero head-to-head matches, not once. In what 8 years, 9 years, whatever it's been, zero head-to-head matches. Yep. So this is going to be, he's got his eye on me all this time. I mean, he's got a huge plus record against me too. I think he's won 65-70% of the races in our common races. So, but he's been gunning for me. I can't say that he hasn't been, but whatever. If he wants a piece of me, this is his chance. So we're gonna leave it at that. But Druis is also an excellent player too. So it'll be a good match one way or the other. But
absolutely, as
far as common matches, I think Druis for sure I have much fewer races against, if I had to guess. But Thurwolf and I, we go way back. So
absolutely,
we'll see.
Well, good luck to you in the next round. Good luck to you in anything else in the next tournaments and anything else you're doing right now. I think are you in the Super Mario 3 as well?
I am.
Yeah, so good luck in that. I know a bunch of Z1R runners have raided that tournament, and it's kind of fun to watch. So I'll be watching there. So that'll be
if
fun.
It had been 1 week later, I would have joined. But this was not the week for me to be in 2 different tournaments. Just saying.
Yeah, I mean,
good luck
the April 15th date looming. Yeah.
I'm lucky I made it at even 10:30 at night, but I made it happen. So it's all good.
Yeah, all right. But anything else either one of you wants to add before we go ahead and close things out?
Just as always, thank you for commentary and tracking. I see Nochi helping you out a little bit, and some helping out. Obviously, the tracker doing a great job. And Truant, as always, it's an honor. I'm sure I will see you again soon.
Probably the next tournament. Always.
You got it. We have to make it happen, right?
Yep.
When's SG Live 25 online? I'm sure it'll happen because
a couple months.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thank you.
All right. In the meantime, let's see. There was another race, but I think it started before us, so I don't think that's probably not still going. I'll double check.
That race is over.
Yeah, that race is over, so that is it for tonight. But tomorrow we have a whole bunch of races starting at 9 o'clock. We have King Doll versus Malkyr in the low roll bracket. I believe that'll be a game 2. In the high roll bracket, we have the aforementioned Thurwolf versus Druis game 3. Those first couple of games have been pretty exciting, so definitely you'll want to tune in for that game 3. At midnight, we have game 1 of Just Andy versus Fred Coughlin, the creator that'll be that last one has already got a channel. It's going to be on SpeedGaming Main right here. So definitely take a look at keep an eye on that schedule tomorrow to see where those other 2 races are going to be, and we'll definitely see you at midnight on SpeedGaming for that game 1. Yeah, that is pretty much going to do it for us. Want to thank everybody, Some Dumb Guy for doing the tracking, doing a great job behind the scenes. Trackers always are MVPs. And Nochi, pleasure doing commentary with you. Hope we get to do it again sometime.
Oh, that would be fun. Thank you for carrying, because I haven't been my usual self.
Oh. Yeah, it's been fine. It's been fun, and we'll see you all tomorrow at those races tomorrow night. Good night, everyone.
Good night.